Hi guys, today I'm making potatoes au gratin. I know this dish has a very fancy French name, but in Northern America these potatoes usually called scalloped potatoes, and it's also very easy to make. For this recipe you will need 6 medium-sized Yukon Gold potatoes, 1 cup of cream, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, some pepper, some salt to taste. You're also gonna need some chives, maybe half a cup of breadcrumbs, a little bit of butter, and I like this spice. It's called Allspice. It adds a nice flavor to potatoes. First we need to peel our potatoes, and as you notice guys, I do not use a vegetable peeler. This is how I've been peeling potatoes for a very long time, and I think I'm pretty good at it, and it's very easy. All you need to do is have a paring knife, like a small knife, and you just go around and peel your potato. And keep your potatoes in a bowl of water until we're ready to work with them. This way they will not brown. When all your potatoes are peeled, just drain the water and we are ready to work with them. We're gonna slice them very thin. And I'm using this mandolin slicer. It slices potatoes very thin, almost like potato chips thin, but I like it. I think it's better if you slice them much finer for this dish. If you don't have this slicer, you can just simply cut your potatoes with a knife. It will work as well as using a professional slicer. You need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Before arranging your potatoes, you need to butter your dishes, and I'm using these little gratin dishes, what they called. You can also use a casserole dish, or in some cases even an apple pie dish. I've done my potatoes au gratin in an apple pie dish. It looks pretty and it also works. But I'm having those 4 little dishes that I'm gonna put the layer of my potatoes and then just salt and pepper them, the first layer, and we are gonna top the first layer with some allspice. That spice actually adds a really nice flavor to a potato. And we are gonna top the first layer with the grated Parmesan cheese. And then we're gonna continue on with layering our potatoes. So just do the second layer of potatoes, and you don't have to be very precise because we did cut our potatoes very thin, so you don't need to make any patterns or anything pretty, since we're gonna be covering it with heavy cream, so you won't be able to see the pattern if you won't arrange them too fine. So just salt and pepper again, and a layer of allspice. And allspice I like using for potato dishes because it adds the most amazing flavor to the potatoes. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. So just do our third layer of potatoes. And once again, salt and pepper to taste. You need to salt your potatoes pretty generously because I've noticed before from making that dish that if you don't season your potatoes well, they will come out very bland tasting. So just top it up with the Parmesan cheese. And I think the more cheese you put, the more creamier your potatoes are gonna come out. And also that little bit thicker layer of cheese on top will give our potatoes a nice color and a nice crunch. Now we need to prepare our dressing, and I'm gonna use chives. So just finely chopped your chives, And you guys can use any herbs you like. You can use parsley, you can use dill. I just like using chives in this dish. And then just mix your cream, a cup of cream with the chives, and we are gonna salt it and pepper it. In case if we missed any seasonings for our potatoes, this will also add more flavor. And we're gonna pour our dressing over our scalloped potatoes. Put your potatoes in the preheated oven and bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes. In about 35 to 40 minutes, we're gonna take them out. And remember the breadcrumbs we had? We're gonna top our potatoes with some breadcrumbs. The reason we didn't do it in the beginning because we didn't want our breadcrumbs to burn. And now at this point we are gonna put this under a broiler, so just for these breadcrumbs to create some color. And voila, our potatoes au gratin are ready. You can serve it with a nice piece of steak or as a separate dish. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye. Please check out my other videos on my channel and don't forget to subscribe.